I'm Dave, known as allegedly Dave. I'm a former computer programmer, but about 16 years ago I started researching the truth, and I haven't stopped since. Gone into lots and lots of different areas, so I'm a kind of what's that phrase? You know, jack of all trades, master of none. So I kind of know enough to be dangerous in a lot of different subjects. So this kind of this event was kind of my idea. It just came out of a joke, and I am absolutely blown away that it's actually come to pass. So that's all I'll say. Thanks. The thing about this situation we're in right now is that it's a wag the dog scenario. So anybody who's watched the film Wag the Dog, where the Dustin Hoffman is a film producer who actually creates a war on television and convinces the whole population that America is at war with Albania. Okay, the whole of this is a wag the dog scenario. Yeah, without the media, none of this could work. Yeah, and that is actually the good news, because the point is it's basically a construction that's been created in the media, in our minds. Yeah, and it is quickly overturned by actually going out and having a look. Yeah, we've already seen the you know, the citizen journalists, you know, go out after the news is given, you know, this fear porn of, oh, the hospitals are overflowing, there's, you know, there's death and destruction going on, and then the people go there the next day and there's nobody there. Okay, that's it. That's that whole narrative destroyed, and more people are starting to see that, and that's where it's you know, that's where it's hopeful for me, because I'm actually seeing more and more people wake up to this idea that oh no, it's on, you know, they're telling me this on television, but over there it's you know, or when I step outside I don't see any death, I don't see any you know, sick people. You know, this is the thing, it's only in here and on the screen, and that's where it's you know, we can if we can move people's attention away from the media and you know, to reality, then this whole house of cards will collapse. I see a lot of fear at the moment because you know, I think somebody brought out that the law has changed in England, that now the law says that you know, they can mandatorily vaccinate us. Right. Well, I actually went and looked at this new law. I couldn't find anywhere where it says that they can do that. And in any case, there's no way that they can ever make you take a vaccine. They can bully you, they can coerce you. Yeah, they've got lots of different ways of coercing you, but they always need your agreement. I think it was Matt who said, it was either Matt or Mark who said the same thing, but they always need your agreement. And I keep telling people that the best way to deal with it is to conditionally accept it. Okay, I've got a couple of documents. I'll put them out. I've put them out before, but I'll put them out to anybody who wants to have a look at them. But you basically say, yeah, I'm happy to take your vaccine on the condition that you show me, and I've got 8 or 9 things that I ask them, but and condition that you show me placebo-controlled double-blind studies that show that they're safe and effective, and you know, things like that, things they haven't got, things they can't actually provide you with. In which case, if they can't provide you with them, they're actually agreeing with you that these things aren't safe. And along with that, I give them I provide a liability statement, basically saying that the doctor, if he signs it, takes full commercial liability for his actions, which is what he should do, right? You know, if he's going to try and force a vaccine on you, he's got to take a responsibility for it, shouldn't he? You know, so obviously doctors will not sign that. You know, they won't sign it. They won't be able to give you the proofs that you asked for, and that leaves you in a stalemate, because should anything happen, if they give you the vaccine and should anything happen to you, well, now you've got a legal standpoint to show, look, you know, he had the opportunity not to give it to me and I accepted it, blah, blah, blah. He's now liable, and no, they won't sign it because they know that's where it's going. So I just wanted to say that it's right now there's a lot of fear around this idea of mandatory vaccines. And they like to put that out because they know that there's a high percentage of people out there who will just go along with it because, it's mandatory, so I better do it. Yeah. Yeah, all I was saying was it's very, very easy to grow your own food at home. Yeah, it's simple as getting a tomato and slicing it up and putting it in the dirt. Yeah, they're designed to grow stuff. Yeah, so, you know, I think Matt said about potato. Yeah, same thing. Drop it in the ground, it will start growing. You get a lettuce. When you buy a lettuce, okay, just trim off the bottom, put it in water. It will continue to grow. You know, if you grab a few of them, you never need to go out and buy lettuce again. Yeah. The point about this is, I recently came back from St. Lucia, and one of the things you see there is that people will grow things in their garden and then put a table up outside their front door, and you know they sell it. And most people don't go to supermarkets. They literally just go around their neighborhood and just buy from their neighbors. Yeah, this is what I think we're going towards. If this really comes off, then we're going to go to a kind of black market economy that's running in parallel to this you know, technocratic one. So that's all I wanted to say about that bit. Right. Well, I was also going to you know, work on a clothing line like Matt, but I might as well just say a few things you can actually do. One of the ideas I had was a shirt. Okay, knowing that their facial recognition systems basically look out for, you know, 2 dark areas around here, a slightly dark area here, and another dark area here, right? You can literally have a shirt that looks kind of like one of those urban camo shirts, yeah, but literally have lots of these, you know, patterns that look like dark areas here in the right places, so that the facial recognition system will get a barrage of faces and yours among them. Yeah, so there'll be lots of false positives. Yeah, and yours will be among these false positives. They won't be able to pick you out of the crowd. There's others where you can buy up some infrared LEDs, okay, and put them in a baseball, the front of the baseball cap, or on a pair of glasses. Yeah, so that these facial recognition systems, all they'll see is like bright light. You know, normal people won't see them because it's infrared, but these cameras will pick them up. Okay, so literally it'll literally mask your face without looking like you're masking your face. You can also make clothes which have mylar, a lining of mylar, just like you know, Matt's hat there. You know, this lining of mylar, and have it earthed at the bottom. Yeah. And literally you're a walking Faraday cage. Yeah, there are lots of different ideas, and if anyone listening, you know, has the means to do this, make a clothing line. I didn't want to make money out of this thing. Yeah, I just wanted these things to be out there. Yeah, and if you start thinking along these lines, because the more technological they become, conversely, it's easier to overcome them. Yeah, because they rely on one thing to work, and you know, if you think about it, there's an easy way to overcome this technology. So that's all I want to say on that.
We can combat all of this with innovation.
The other thing about it, as a former software engineer, it's very easy to just trigger the thing, so that you know, it's a black box. You know, you don't know if the guy you sat next to was infected. Yeah, they could just trigger the thing and then disappear you. That's the thing. But again, the answer to that is let's not get involved in the technology anymore. I mean, I've just relocated, but I would have shown you my phone is the dumbest of dumb phones. Yeah, there you go, Mark. It's the dumbest of dumb phones. It's a little Nokia. All it does is make phone calls. That's it. I don't need that bloody smartphone rubbish. You know, I don't need to be a phone zombie walking down the road looking at my phone all day. I mean, one of the things I'd like to do is start the informed Luddite sort of group. You know, the Luddites were people who hated technology and would destroy it. Yeah, I think, yeah, there you go, GPS. Yes, I think, you know, we don't need this technology. Yeah, it's all, you know, it might seem all convenient, but it's there to lessen us. It's like we got the phone, the smartphone. Well, how many people remember phone numbers anymore? You know, I would remember, like, you know, 20, 30 phone numbers. I can't remember one now. Yeah, because that because that technology has ruined my ability to remember phone numbers. Just like the GPS has ruined my ability to get around anymore without relying on this thing. So, you know, we've got to take a different perspective on this technology, because it was never given for us. None of it was for us. And I hope people are starting to see that now. But it's been a Trojan horse all along. Part of the solution is to start taking these things down. I don't want to actually come out and say this, but maybe people should start learning how to, you know, be a lumberjack, you know, to take trees down, certain grey birch trees down, you know, or maybe cleaning pipes with petrol and things like that. Well, I'm not going to say things like that, but there you go. What I've got to say about this is that the key I see is that, you know, getting the information out to people, getting them to understand what's really going on, because most people don't. Most people have no idea of what we're talking about here. Yeah, but as soon as they start to understand, you know, many of them will want to get involved and want to do something about this. And the key to this is small acts of defiance. Yeah, small acts of defiance. Go outside, simple as that. You know, show other people that, you know, the world isn't going to end when you go outside. You know, the world isn't going to end if you go to the beach or something. Yeah, small acts of defiance, and then later on, I think, you know, larger acts of defiance are going to become in order. But I don't want to say too much, because we've still got a lot to go. And I just want to say thanks to everybody who's, you know, been working in the background to make this happen, and all the panelists, and especially Shelley and Karen. Thanks a lot. You did an amazing job. And thanks to everybody out there. I mean, you know, this, as I said, was just a joke, an idea. And you know, what we've done here is essentially reversed the magic that they did in Event 201. You know, so, you know, this is how we got to do this. We've got to play chess, get to be better chess players, and you know, counteract the magic they're working on us. That's what I say.